Now that we've established just a few reasons of the many that our industry would care about sustainability, we can explore how they have elected to respond. In 2010, the major studios and other production partners and the Producers Guild of America teamed up to share insights, perspectives, and lessons. Their efforts have since transformed into something called the Green Production Guide. More on this later. The guide continues to be the principal resource for reducing the entertainment industry's environmental impact. Today, that group is called the Sustainable Production Alliance, and it's comprised of the industry's leading creators, including Viacom, Amazon Studios, Amblin, Participant Media, Sony Pictures, Disney, Netflix, NBC Universal, Warner, and Fox. That all of these competitors would put their differences aside to work together on sustainability should prove to us that this work is far too important to be done alone. For the last decade, the industry has worked together, literally in unprecedented ways, always adapting, always evolving, always working towards a better future. And that includes providing a built-in user base for tools and information sharing about sustainability with the industry at large. This evolving path has become not just a way of doing things, it's really a way of thinking things. As a beacon, the industry has embraced sustainability, keeping it top of mind as we work, recognizing that protecting human health and the planet are our priorities because being creative, sustainable, and successful are just not mutually exclusive. That's a powerful message to hear from our industry, and a great story, now more than ever. Let's look at a couple of examples of this green production guide in practice.
We had so many PGA meetings where we were talking about PGA Green. I started feeling like, oh gosh, we have to do the second season. So yeah, I called up my line producer, my UPM, and said, let's make this happen.
This is the first set where there's been an organized sustainable movement. Usually there's someone saying, oh, can't we just have a recycling bag? And then it's there for 3 days and then somebody forgets about it.
If you can change a habit and make a new habit, you don't think about it. That's why I've said I'm not passionate about recycling, because it's become a habit for me, so I just do it.
It doesn't take as much as it might seem. It seems like a very big deal, but if you find one person, one company to come in and help you do this, it becomes their own department, and it's a really great thing to do.
We spend millions of dollars on television shows and movies, and if we can do that in a way that's a little more responsible, a little less wasteful, it's better for us, it's better for everyone.
The film community kind of wants to take a lead. We know that it's an industry that attracts a lot of attention, so I think people realize that their activities are scrutinized, and I think you can very easily take a leadership role.
We are going green on Sesame Street. Can I count on you?
I am so excited that we are going green. Everything we do, all the content we create because we care.
The Sustainable Production Alliance and the Green Production Guide serve as evidence of the seriousness with which the industry is taking sustainability. Today, this is just how production is done. And as the most industry-savvy school on the planet, it stands to reason that if the industry is following the Green Production Guide, then so will we. By the end of this course, you will become the experts in this. We will spread this knowledge to our peers, and we will take it with us to the industry when we graduate. But okay, so where do we start? We're just a film school, after all. Taking its cue from the Sustainable Production Alliance, some of the top film schools, including Hushin, have forged their own resource group, the Green Film School Alliance. Together, we'll be able to work on promoting the type of production activity that the industry now expects. As members of the Green Film School Alliance, and the only member that requires its students to take a course on sustainability, we'll be expected to lead and show the way. And fortunately, there's a suite of tools in the Green Production Guide to help us out, but more on this later. As a result of all this, we've seen new roles and responsibilities pop up on sets across the industry to guide the productions in the right direction. In 2010, Walt Disney Studios added a new crew position called Environmental Steward to all of their live-action productions, starting with the dance film Step Up 3D. Today, every live action film produced out of the studio includes not just one, but typically two of these stewards. And just to prove that this is serious business, every steward gets a credit in the film. Here are just a few recent ones that you might have seen: Pirates, Beauty and the Beast, Star Wars. On the set of Star Wars, J.J. Abrams and Harrison Ford even commented on how cool it was that the production would go to this length for sustainability. And sustainability has created new and exciting business opportunities for young filmmakers to find niche roles, making the content we love with the responsibility we all deserve. Here's just one example of a young person blazing the trail for the rest of us to follow.
My name is Emily O'Brien. I'm the co-founder of Earth Angel Sustainable Production Services, and I am also a freelance eco-supervisor and environmental consultant for the film industry. My first job as an eco-supervisor, it was also my first job ever on a professional film set. They didn't even know what to call this position at first. The only formal training I received in my career of doing sustainability on set, if you could call it formal training, was when I went to a workshop about the emergence of the environmental steward on set. We realized very quickly, though, that term was too vague, that people didn't understand what that meant, and it didn't have enough authority to try to infiltrate the culture of filmmaking like we wanted it to. I got a lot of resistance on my very first job, and there were a lot of people who didn't want me on that job and didn't care that now that they were supposed to care. And I think there's a lot of shame involved too. Like, people feel like, you know, oh, well, I should know how to recycle by this point, but I don't, so I'm gonna just like avoid this girl who's trying to tell me how to recycle. I always tell people that I'm not an enforcer, I'm a resource. I think that a lot of people are discouraged. I think that they think, you know, at this point it's too late, or their one plastic bottle doesn't make a difference. And the thing is, when you're on a movie set and you're building these little villages, it absolutely makes a difference. The decision to take on sustainable practices on a set really has to come from someone above the line. So whether that's a producer or an actor or a writer, someone in a decision-making role has to take a risk. My dream for Earth Angel is that the eco-supervisor becomes a standard crew member on every single production. Eventually, I would love for somebody to put me out of business, you know? Like, let's do this in a way so that everyone in production is adapting to these practices, and then you don't need any more Earth Angel. It's just what we do. I feel like I'm living my dream because I get to work on amazing movie sets with incredibly talented people all the time. And at the end of the day, what I'm doing is going towards a greater cause. No, I'm not traveling on the path that most film graduates do travel, but I'm making my own way and I'm making a difference along the way. And for me, that is living the dream.
And furthermore, we've seen major production studios start creating executive level positions to direct this work.
I'm Shannon. I am the Sustainability Director here at NBC Universal in Los Angeles, California. My mornings can be really fun, but they're challenging because I have 2 small kids at home. I drive to work and drop both of my kids off at the Universal Studios Daycare Center. Then if all goes well, I am at my desk before 9 a.m. My day usually starts with answering emails, phone calls. Throughout the day, I'll have meetings. NBC Universal has made a commitment to environmental sustainability, and our Green is Universal focus is bringing this environmental awareness to everything we do. It is my job to oversee the sustainable production program that we implement on over 60 film and TV productions every year. Our goal is to reduce the energy we use, reduce the waste we create, reuse and recycle as much as possible. We focus on sourcing sustainable materials, Another thing that really, really excites me, and one of the first programs I launched was our food donation program. We connect productions with local organizations that can come and collect their leftover food. The way the program works for our production shooting on the lot is that we have placed refrigerators in areas near production catering, and then when they have excess food, they can put it in the refrigerator. They text the organization comes the next morning, picks up the food, and feeds it to hungry people living on the streets of Hollywood that afternoon. Our department is part of corporate affairs, and within that department, we have community investment and corporate communications, and we work together. And then in sustainability, one key initiative is we've really focused on LED set lighting. Across the board, we are seeing a lot of LED lighting use, both in TV and on film production. Sustainability in production can mean a lot of things. It can mean using less energy. It can mean making sure that we are not being wasteful. And on Superstore, their excess set dressing materials, when they're done with it, it gets then donated into the community, which is really wonderful for our community investment as a company as well.
There's recycling on set, so always making sure there's recycling bins next to the waste bins and making sure they're actually being separated from here until the facility.
I'm Becky Casey, Vice President of Production Services. I oversee our asset management program.
So 80% of the bones of the set are from the original set.
Yeah, exactly.
And then the walls that they did have to build new, I know that they purchased the sustainable plywood.
Right. So already for this season, the designer has been, has tagged probably 10 sets that we have in our warehouse, and they will be reusing those throughout the series.
Working for a company as large and influential as Comcast NBCUniversal presents an amazing and unique opportunity to make small changes that make a huge difference, both within our own operations and for our guests and customers. It is very satisfying to come to work each day knowing that I'm doing the best I can to make a better future. This really is a dream job for me.
Is this just a film and television movement? No, it is not. Sustainability is a thing that has also spilled into theater in a big way. And it all started with one of the biggest shows around.
My name is Susan Sampliner, and I'm the co-chair and co-founder of the Broadway Green Alliance. My real-life job is I'm the company manager of Wicked. Our producer, who's David Stone, saw the film An Inconvenient Truth. And at that point, he thought, I have this huge show. I have a green main character. He challenged the 4 Wicked companies at the time to do whatever we could think of to be greener for 18 months. And then after that, we would get together and see if the rest of the industry wanted to help.
I'm Charlie Duell. I'm the co-chair of the Broadway Green Alliance. David Stone, who had himself seen Inconvenient Truth, together with Susan Sampliner, my co-chair, organized a town hall at the Gershwin Theater, which is where Wicked plays.
And at that town hall, we introduced what we had been doing for the 18 months and found out that a lot of other people in the industry had been doing things also but hadn't told anybody.
Just like the Sustainable Production Alliance in film and television, the Broadway Green Alliance pools the resources and experiences of all the major theater companies to share knowledge and tools. The BGA has resources for on- and off-Broadway productions as well as college programs available at BroadwayGreen.com. And just like film and television, theater also finds passionate, talented people to own the responsibilities of sustainability. The Broadway Green Alliance calls this the Broadway Green Captain.
A green captain is a representative or liaison for a theater. Like, for example, I'm a green captain for The Lion King.
Sure.
And we imagine and implement things to do in the theater that will make the Broadway community a greener place.
Hi, I'm Callie, and I'm the green captain on Frozen Broadway.
Hi, I'm Elizabeth Cohen. I'm the BGA Green Captain for The Lion King on Broadway.
Hello everyone, Courtney Reed here, your green captain from Aladdin.
My name is Mara Davi, and I am a Broadway actress currently in The Play That Goes Wrong on Broadway, and I am the green captain for that production. On every production, there's someone in the show. It could be an actor, it could be a member of the crew, it could be a house manager, really whoever is passionate about it and wants to do it. They volunteer to be the green captain. I've set up a special space on the call board called the Green Corner, and we'll just list different tips and tricks on the board.
So if all the major theater companies on Broadway are participating in the Broadway Green Alliance, then as the most industry-savvy school on the planet, it stands to reason that we would also participate in the Broadway Green Alliance. You can and should sign up to be a college green captain at BroadwayGreen.com. Support for the Broadway Green Alliance has become so strong that we've even seen them get recognized in acceptance speeches at award ceremonies.
Please recycle. Broadway's Green Alliance.
And this also extends into dance, with dance companies like Time-Lapse Stamps. Its founder, Jody Sperling, has been featured on the cover of Dance Teacher magazine for her work on sustainability and the environment. Sperling was the first choreographer to serve in residence aboard a Coast Guard research expedition to the Arctic. Combining her passion for dance and for the environment, she choreographed movements on the Arctic ice to spread awareness for environmental concerns. She has since created productions based on the data collected on that expedition. As you can see, there's not just an overwhelming support for sustainability in our industry, it's a non-negotiable now. If you want to create content, be it on film or on stage, there's an expectation to do it in a particular way. And our industry has pulled together to share information, knowledge, experience, and tools to help us do it. Throughout the remainder of the course, we'll encounter a variety of topics that will help us confront the environmental and social issues facing us, and these resource groups, be it the Sustainable Production Alliance, Green Film School Alliance, Broadway Green Alliance, or some other alliance, will help us navigate the path to do it. In the next part of the lesson, we'll examine what these tools are and how to access them. For now, to lead us out, I'm going to send it over to Hamilton star Lin-Manuel Miranda to tell us why he cares about sustainability.
Hey everybody, Seth Stewart, Lin-Man, with Hamilton. I'm the Green Captain for Broadway Green Alliance, giving you a special ham for ham. This is for Earth Day. We're gonna make history, save the planet, and do better things for the theater, for the world. Green.
green. I'm like Greenie, there needs to be a green, but you know what I mean. I'm on the scene and I'm trying to save the earth one day at a time. Oh yeah, when I lay down these rhymes. Revolution, the revolution isn't American, it's global. I know I'm vocal, my vocal cords are always tired. That's alright, cause I'm not fired. Yeah, it's Earth Day, yeah, it's not my birthday, but we sip recyclable cups when we're thirsty. Oh yeah, and we use rechargeable batteries, and I say these things like Hamilton agrees. Oh yeah, Hamilton, we're trying to start the revolution slowly, like, cause it is Earth Day, like, so we try to conserve and reuse and reduce and recycle, and this is my title, I ain't giving it away. This is the ham for ham, oh damn, oh man, I can't believe I just slam a man half a gram, and no, I'm not in Amsterdam, but every paragraph I am Broadway Green, trying to save your life, trying to save the life of my kids and Sebastian, going faster cause it's spinning and turning, yeah, we gotta stop the world from burning. Good luck with the lotto.